What's up, YouTube, and welcome to a first look at Skald against the Black Priory. So, this game is another nostalgia trip. It's got some very retro graphics, kind of harkening back to, I believe it's supposed to be like a CRPG. It is currently on sale for like 13 US, so just shy of 14 US dollars. It is normally on sale for 15, I believe it was what it was US. That's its normal going price, but it's just recently released, so we're checking this out. The developer hooked me up with a key to show it off, so thank you very much. And if you guys like what you see, the link to the game is always down below in the description. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's jump in and check out Skald. I will say I really appreciate this game. Actually had a ton of settings you can do. It's like you can change, I already gone through and did all this, but like you can change description font, which this up here, like it's got all kinds of stuff you can adjust, and I really appreciate any game willing to like give you a bunch of these accessory stuff, especially like upfront like that. All right. Welcome to character creation. Start by picking a difficulty for your playthrough. Okay. Guess we go normal. Intended difficulty setting, so that's good enough for me. Select. Okay. Select a class for your character. Classes define a character's role in the party. So, Arms Master, a warrior that does not have a specialized feat the tree. Instead, the Arms Master has access to all the combat-centered feat trees, and they start with extra development points to represent their martial expertise. Battle Magos. It's a Magos specializing in the destructive spells of the Fire Magic School. Ooh. Champion Cleric, who excels in the use of blades and armor while still having limited divine special casting abilities. Guild Magos. Develop all the different arcane spell schools fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat related feats. So that's like a full-on mage, like nothing else. Hierophant, cleric who can develop all the different divine spell schools fully. This comes at the cost of having absolutely no combat as well. Hospitaller serves as a frontline healer. Well armed and armored, they can stand their ground against overwhelming foes whilst also getting access to the highest tiers of the body magic school. Honestly, I'm just gonna go with that one. I don't know why. I like playing like a healer, but I don't know. In this kind of game, that's different. Background for your character. Acolyte. You claim connection with the divine that goes far deeper. Because I am a cleric, but I don't know that I... you spent time kissing noble asses. Nope. Ex-legionary. Wildling. As the light of civilization fades, the vast wilderness of the Empire encroached on the civilized folk. Thankfully, you don't count yourself among those. The sky is your temple, and the howling of the wolves is your litany. I feel like I'm going to go with that. Distributed points to your primary attributes and skills. These are a long way towards defining your character mechanically. So, presence is one of the primary skills. Right? I can't go back and double check. It's gotta be. We'll put a little into agility and intellect. Okay. Skills here. So we got awareness, the ability to notice small details and hidden things. I like that being up a little bit. Crafting, we'll bump you a little. Healing, definitely. Lore, a general knowledge skill. Survival, thievery. Okay. Feats. These are the feats derived. This is very D&D-esque. Distribute development points to gain benefits of new abilities. To gain spellcasting abilities, you must purchase ranks. Okay. So we start up here, huh? Religious training. Gain the ability to learn spells from the mind, body, and spirit schools. Cleric weapons initiate rank. Shield training. You need to distribute all your development points before proceeding. Oh. Oh crap. What do we got here? Resist. Oh wait. Resilience initiate. So increase medium armor use. Increase healing. Body magic initiate. Okay. Finalize a character by editing their appearance. Okay. Continue. A name? What am I eating? Okay, I'm eating a cosmic brownie. So, anyone that is new to here, this is how I name things. It's what I'm drinking or eating at this moment. I make it into a name because I suck at naming things. On the wine-dark, raging seas of the Outer Isles, a lone caravel struggles against the winds and waves towards the accursed island of Idra. The moan of creaking timbers, the tang of preserved fish. Your eyes slowly adjust to the darkness of the ship's dimly lit hold. Suddenly, something strikes the hull and the ship rocks violently. Your heart begins to pound with a feeling of unease, and a feeling of unease grows in your stomach. Rise up well rested and ready to go. Get up, mouth dry and head pounding. Rouse yourself from deep meditation. We'll get up like that. Okay, so you get to your feet and become aware of agitated voices shouting up on the deck. Something is not right. You should make your way up to the top and get a bearing on the situation. Oh shit, I can move around. Okay. A desk with a maritime navigation map. The map is labeled the Outer Isles, and a course is drawn towards the island named Idra. What is that? Okay, so it's a very interesting way to move around. Oh, mousing over an interactable object will make a yellow outline appear. Holding down shift will highlight all interactable objects. I like that. Okay. Let's just loot everything. And then what is our inventory? That'd be 6. What do we have here? So we have a dagger or a light club. Blades can't be equipped by this class. Okay, so we'll take the club. And what is this? That's just gold. Okay. Let's get out of here. To your surprise, you realize that this door has been locked from the outside. It doesn't budge. Perhaps you could slip the lock with a thin blade or use something to smash it. Use the club. Using the club, you smash the lock in a fell swoop and the door begins to creak open. As the door swings open, you can now clearly make out cries from the deck above. You should make haste. I'm just going to take all of that. Thank you. Steel helmet we will equip. And the leather armor I'm going to equip you as well. Okay. You stop dead as you narrowly avoid stepping in a rust-red puddle. The stench of blood fills your nostrils, and as you look around in the dim light of the hold, you realize someone or something fought for their life here. The same moment that thought hits you, a hiss sounds from the shadows. You squint towards the shadows as a hunched, feral-looking form slowly slinks forward. Tiny, disgustingly human-like hands, yellow fangs, and a grotesquely dexterous pink tail leaves no doubt of the creature's rodent nature. Though as it emerges from the shadows, it becomes abundantly clear that what may have started life as a common shipwreck has now grown into something that has no right to exist. A second hiss sounds behind you, and the abominations lunge at you. In combat, characters act in order of initiative, and you can view the initiative order by using the initiative widget on the left side of the screen. Okay. Mousing over the widget makes it pop out. Note that mousing over a name will make that character outline flash on the battlefield. The widget on the lower right side represents the character's action points, and the yellow pips represent movement points. The violet pips represent attacks. You can have a number of tiles of each combat equal to your movement points and attacks. Spending attacks in this move means you won't be able to attack that turn. Okay. Performing an attack will clear out all remaining movement points. Pressing shift in combat brings up the tactical overlay. Okay. Deploy your party. I think we're good there. Okay, so we are gonna attack you. Crap, I can't have both of you. Oh, all right, well, I guess there's only one of you left. I hit space. What the hell did that do? It's quite the attack, right? Is that a combat movement? Like, I don't know what I did. Gain 122 XP, and we got a rat tail. Okay, well, I mean, it worked. It's not what I was expecting to work, but... You have contracted a disease from your fight with the rats. You may see what conditions are affecting you by opening the character sheet. Click your portraits or C to do so. Navigate conditions, or negative conditions can often be cured by magic or rest. This disease can be cured by a potion. Pick up and equip the lantern and search for the area. Okay. Got the lantern. Ooh, gotta use that. Potion, cure disease. We're gonna consume. What is this? That's the lantern. Okay. So I should have used this apparently. If we equip that, cast spell, hide, turn, view journal. Spotted something. Oh, he can look all around. I bet that's kind of cool. How do I get out of here? Oh, here we go. Okay. You emerge onto the ship's lower deck. As your eyes adjust to the darkness, you become aware of a hulking figure standing in the shadows. Cosmic, here at last, growls a rough voice. Who's there? Show yourself. Freeze and listen carefully. Feeling jumpy? The brute growls with a smile. Roland, why are you skulking in the shadows? You tend to have that effect on people. Where are we? Ha! The old veteran grunts in what passes as laughter for him. The island is in sight, but the damn guilders refuse to land. They want to turn back. If we turn back, we lose our shot at that girl. But they say why? Only superstitious bilge. They claim they saw something in the water. Either way, our boys are about to show them some very real steel. If we can't land, we lose our shot at the girl. I knew I'd regret chartering a guilder ship. Mistake number 1. And no one gets paid. Listen here, I know our boys better than most. We've hired them to go to Idra and kill. If we don't pay them, things will go badly. But the sailors are bloody terrified. They're claiming something is hunting us. Let's go, for all the good it will do. Let's go. Wait, there's a few sailors up ahead, rattled as a pair of rabbits. We're not here to make friends, if that's what you're suggesting. Is there a way past them? Spill sailor blood and the guild will want to make you pay. Take the left door ahead and spare us some trouble and a pay cut. Perhaps anything else you feel compelled to tell me? We'll see. Motioning for you to take the lead, Roland falls in behind you. From above, agitated shouts can be heard. If added a new character to your party, press Q or the character portraits to swap the party leader. Current leaders as attributes are used for tests outside combat, such as awareness or stealth. Oh, interesting. Familiarize yourself with the attributes and abilities of your party members and have the right characters take the lead depending on the circumstance. When a new member joins your party level, they level up to current level. That's fucking cool. Why is that not commonplace? Like, I'm sorry, this is just pulling me out here, but like every RPG that makes you get characters, especially later on in the game, this is how it should be. That's how it should be handled. I'm sorry. That I just really appreciate that. Because of this, we now see a level up icon on your new party member's portrait. This icon will show up whenever a character is ready to level up. Okay, and we can level them up. Okay. Well, can I at least initiate these? So what's this? Increased athletics, bred for war. Arms mastery, so it brings up his accuracy, and then we got archery, axe. I don't even know what you use, bud. Save and exit. I gotta spend them all? I can't. Ah, dang it. I don't know what he uses. Okay. I think he was. Maybe we'll just put one in sword for now, and maybe we'll bump these up some. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully I can like redo them. Like respec. What do we have here? A Perklin? What is that? It's food. Okay. There's a lot to interact with in here. A note is scrawled in crude letters. Look. Cook, I cannot stand another meal of salted fish. There's a limit to how long a man can live on salt, potatoes, and Perklin. Take head, or get a dagger in the eye, you cheap bastard. I won't do it anymore. You can't make me. I can't use that apparently. Okay. Crafting. This is the crafting screen. To create new items, double-click the ingredients in your inventory to place them in the workstation, and then press craft. So, okay. I don't know if I... Oh, it said salt, potatoes, and Perklin. Craft. And we get salted fish. Awesome. Okay. Exit. And what do we get for eating? Like, is there a reason other than just health? Fisherman's best friend, preferably eaten with a mug of ale on the side. It just says food. It doesn't really tell me anything more. Okay. Press the hide button to go into stealth mode. This action, but okay. While in stealth mode, the stealth indicator becomes a visible yellow indicator, meaning you're in danger of being spotted. While your indicator is yellow, it will count down from 0 to 0%. When it reaches 0, you are spotted and become visible. Moving in lit areas and being close to other characters will make that counter go down very fast. Stick to the shadows and avoid other characters. Your ability to stay hidden is dictated by your stealth skill. Okay, well now I want to see something real quick. What's his stealth skill? Stealth, where are you at? 1. Whereas hers is 2, so we definitely want to be her. Or no, was that tributes? Yeah, hers is 2. His is 1. Hide. Fuck, they spotted something. The sailors stare at you wide-eyed and terrified. Dead Emperors, it's coming for us. It whispers to me. One of them draws a weapon with shaking hands. Diplomacy. 4 plus 2d6, difficulty 10. Consequence roll is 6 or above on... Oh boy. Hey, we did it! Men stopped dead in their tracks, seemingly shocked back from their momentary lapse of sanity by your words. The pair blinks towards you in a moment of indecision, and then stumbles up to the main deck and the tumult that seems to be taking place there. I can't believe that I lucked out that worked. Cannot rest anywhere. Okay. Flimsy wooden door. You have one pick. Let's give it a go. Unlocked. You recognize the corpse of one of the crewmates, a young man of barely 16 years called Sullum. The youth had been mauled to death by what you assume are the grotesquely altered rats you encountered just minutes ago. The corpse is still warm. I'm gonna take some of your stuff. Hope you don't mind. It's gonna help me a lot more than it's gonna help you. I know that's heartless. Take all that from the desk. How did I get that? Okay. Pick. Unlocked. Okay, take that. We got a shield. Sweet. Okay. So we have a shield. We should equip that. Brandy. We got a bunch of stuff here. Surgeon's journal. Written on the day of the departure from the mainland, left Alder's helm today with a full complement of passengers. Mercenaries, by the looks of it. Paid well. Ship was dispatched by the guild before we could fully restock medical supplies. However, hopefully we won't need them. Then again, our passengers make me uneasy. Written 5 days ago. A brawl in a mess. Had to set nose. Men seem on edge. Can't say I blame them. Have been sleeping poorly and dreams are unsound. 4 days ago, Egan came in to throw today with a bite wound that he sustained whilst working in the hold. Didn't see the creature, and I would say it was a rat bite if it were for the size and some aspect of this one. They're hard to read. I'm gonna have to mess with the font colors because that's tough for me to see. What is that? Oh, we'll take more of that. Okay. You emerge on the deck and see two groups of men facing each other with weapons drawn. The ship shakes violently in the grip of a storm as lightning tears across the sky. Amidst the din of the storm and their frantic arguments, you bellow for the attention of the assembled crewmen and mercenaries. Both the ship's captain and the leader of the mercenaries you hired, a coarse thug of a man named Estavo, turn their attention to you. They look ready to use the unsheathed weapons in their hands at the slightest provocation. Address the mercenary leader. The mercenary leader Estavo flicks his dark eyes to you, but keeps his blade fixed on the desperate captain. There's a reason he's known as Fireblood to his men. Estavo, you'll get your money, but let me handle this. A cruel smile twitches into life on Estavo's wind-weathered face. There's only one rich noble girl, but we can always find more sailors. The ship's captain bristles into words. Captain, why have we not dropped anchor? Something dire stalks these shores. We cannot approach without risking the ire of that horror. A jittery mutter of agreement raises from the sailors, causing Estavo's eyes to darken even further. What horror have you seen? Captain, take us closer or there will be consequences. Not but glimpses. My men have seen the shadow of something deep in the water, stalking us. Nothing natural moves like that. Estavo glares murderously at the captain. You renege on our deal based on a glimpse? Foolish superstition. Take us in now. You renege on her decision. There is desperation in the captain's voice. We are seasoned sailors. We do not balk at shadows. You need to be alive to rescue this girl you speak of. You're out of time. Sail us in or argue to the point of Estavo. You speak sense. Perhaps it is better to turn around. It sounds like we need to go in. Estavo turns his steely gaze from you to the captain. Let me spell this out for you, sea dog. We contracted to rescue the girl, but if you don't get us to the shore, we'll gut you for free. The mercenaries you hired all shift their weight in anticipation of making good on that promise. Captain, he's right. Do what you were hired to do. Something changes in the captain's expression. He stands tall. I will not order my ship and my men to certain doom. We shall not get any closer to the coast while I have command. I believe you, but my contract with these men does not mention your survival. Oh, you're lucky, because I was convinced you were dying no matter what. A few of the ship's crew lower their weapons. The captain's eyes flit between you and Estavo's murderous grin. He sheathes his blade and speaks softly, his voice barely audible over the snapping snails. So be it. May the deep have mercy. Suddenly, huge, monstrous tentacles burst from the water around the ship. For a split second before the terror sets in, you wonder what Estavo must be thinking as the monstrosities loom over him. After reaching their full height, the tentacles curve inward and smash onto the ship. Some pierce straight through the deck. Others snap the mast like they were matchsticks. You stand frozen in place. Through a haze of splintered wood and panicked screams, you notice Roland. He throws himself out of the way of a tentacle, but begins to fall overboard as the ship lurches once more. Let me go to his aid. You dash toward the ship's fractured rail, dodging holes in the deck and wounded men beseeching for your help. Roland hangs by one arm from the side of the ship. Try to grab him. You lunge for Roland's arm, but he loses his grip and your fingers close only around thin air. You missed him by an inch. He falls wordlessly, downwards. You watch as he is swallowed by the raging sea. The ship is listing fatally, and you see the great tentacles high above you, poised for the coup de grace. Abandoned ship! As you jump, you hear the terrible rending of wood giving into flesh. The impact of the water winds you. The waves pummel you down. The current beseech you to go deeper, ever deeper. Peaceful blackness. Sink. That was intense. We get attacked by a kraken 2 weeks earlier. Oh. The guardsman dressed in the livery of the noble house Baron. The guard scowls somewhat at you. Armsmaster Lyra waits for you at the main entrance. You best talk to her if you've not already done so. Okay. An aging armored man in the livery of the house Baron stands and scowls at you. Eyes like coal peter out from a craggy face-fringed top and bottom with wild white hair. Return his challenging stares. The older man crosses his massive arms, steps forward, and leans toward you. So, young sellsword, come looking for a scrap, have you? Though his voice is full of gravel, there's now a glint in his eyes as though the old coals have begun to warm up. Caden, you old fool. Stand aside, old man, I have business with your lord. I'm gonna say, Caden, you old fool. A single bark of laughter emanates from the dense beard as he embraces you in a crushing bear hug. Caden may be older and grayer, but from the force of his hug, you don't reckon you'd have any more chance of beating him now than you did as a 12-year-old. Go easy, old boar. It's good to see that things haven't changed. Caden steps back and allows you to breathe again before grabbing you by the shoulders. We heard of your father's passing. Truly, he sits with the golden dead now. Tell me, how did he die? Drunk and reeking of his own piss. Slept well in the old wounds, you know I'm here. We'll go 3. Okay. Master Cato will chew your ear plenty when you see him, Cosmic. Lyra, the new master at arms, awaits you by the main entrance. She'll escort you. Don't ask her not to if you think I had a temper. The joke... I'm sorry, I realized that I was doing a voice for him, and then mid-reading of it, I was like, I'm not doing his voice. Sorry. The joke fails to hide the note of anxiety in the grizzled house guard's voice. I shall look for this Lyra. What are you hiding from me, old bear? Do a diplomacy check. And we failed. I won't betray my master's confidence by saying more. Best you see him yourself. The man offers a smile, but it fails to iron out the concerned creases around his eyes. Very well. I'll go look for the Master-at-Arms. If you want to explore for old time's sake, take this lantern, Lord Baron. We'll wait. And we don't want you getting lost in the hedge maze again. The man laughs heartily and hands you a small brass lantern. Whatever may come to pass, it did this old warrior barrel of good to see you again, girl. I cannot read tonight. Honestly, I think it's the font throws me off. The old man slaps you on the shoulder and, imparting, almost knocking you off balance. He then seems to remember something as he leans in conspiratorially. Like, I go on about, like, the font in the beginning of the thing, but, like, I don't know, the more I've started using more of that ADHD font, and it has really actually helped me out quite a bit. Or no, not that dyslexic font. Sorry, one of the two things I have. And when I don't have it, I've been struggling even more. Damn knees are acting up again. Can hardly sleep on account of the aches. Let me tell you, I'd take an arrow in the leg any day. If you're going over to the kitchen later for a bit of grub, a bottle of brandy from the wine cellar would make me a happy man. Kitten shifts as if to emphasize his stiff knees. But first, don't keep Lyra waiting any longer. Talk to her first, and I'll be here for her. I'll be here for later. Okay. It is a doggy. I pet the dog. Look at that. You got lots of pets. All right. A woman stands before the main entrance to the villa. Her posture speaks of a graceful, coiled power, that of a dueling ace. No doubt she is the new Master-at-Arms for House Baron. As you approach, she offers a quick, neat bow, just low enough to be respectful. Greetings, Cosmic. Master Cato welcomes you back to the House Baron. The Master is eager to meet with you and is ready for your leisure. However, if you wish to refresh yourself first, he suggests you visit the kitchen and get some food, then perhaps walk the grounds and gardens. I wish to see Cato right away. Very well. If it pleases you, the Master is in his office, just ahead. And note, once you meet with the Master, things may move quickly, and you may not have another chance to walk the grounds. Alright, I feel like this is the game telling me I should go walk the grounds. Excellent, though I'm sure you still know your way around the ground. The kitchen is in the building to the east, and the garden and the hedge maze is to the west. Come back and check in with me once you've stretched your legs. You'll find the kitchen in the eastern end of the courtyard, the garden and the hedge maze to the west. You are in the way, sir. Okay, so here's the issue. How am I supposed to... Oh. Hedge maze. I hear Master Keto isn't seeing anyone. Should you be here? Yes. Maybe. I'm gonna explore. I think I have to... Yeah, do that again. You stand before a gate to the hedge maze. It stirs old feelings of both dread and elation. The sounds and smells of the estate grounds as they were long ago call to you from distant memory. You feel you could easily plunge into their depths. Let yourself go and remember. Which daydream is the best time? Are you valiantly defending me from rebels again? Embla throws a pine cone at you, snapping you from your reverie. She's 10 years old and you're a year her senior. Let's play hide and seek in the maze. I'll hide. You faintly hear someone yell her name from the distance. You better run, Star Child. Only my mother ever calls me that, Embla says, frowning. Where did you hear it from? Before you can reply, she flings another pine cone at you and before darts off into the maze. You give chase. You hear a man's voice yell Embla's name again, much closer now. Either way, she's lost to you in the winding passages of the hedge maze. Your memory tugs at you, urging you on to the center of the maze. Guess we're going to try and find the center of this maze. Okay. did not do what I wanted it. Okay. Yep. You know what's gonna get me now? Not uncovering something is gonna make me go, well, am I missing something? Because that's what I get with here. Is like, are there gonna be hidden chests on some of these dead ends that if I don't fully look them out, I'm missing out on something? FOMO, like, video games have just ruined that whole, like, the fear of missing out. You stand at the center of the maze. It feels much less impressive than you remember. The ornamental pond was once an ocean, the rock at its heart a windswept island. You found me, daydreamer. You remember the tone of her voice and can almost see the impish 10-year-old girl wading through the pond. Why do you always come here? I like the water, it's so calm. Embla shoots you a mischievous look. You notice the faintest tang of ozone. She makes a slow motion hop through the water, her fingers trailing the pond's surface where water and skin meet. Strange colors bleed and spread across the surface. Embla, you'll get in trouble. Stop it. Embla moves her fingers across the water's surface like a painter's brush. Color spills across the pond for a seeping moment. You fancy that you can see cloud-topped mountains. Or was it the ramparts of an impossibly large city reaching toward the heavens? The silence is shattered by a shout, along with the beguiling images. Mistress Embla, the master requests you in the house immediately. That's my father. Something's wrong. It's Mother. She's ill again. I think I caused it with what I can do. It poisons her mind. How long until Mother isn't Mother, or until Father isn't Lord, or your father isn't Master at Arms? How long will any of it last? Why are you talking like this? Do you ever feel like everything is a lie? Like there's a veil that covers everything, but in some parts of it's thin enough to see through? Embla starts as your father steps breathily into the enclosed garden, his red face from exertion and anger. Young lady, you can't run off like this. The whole estate is looking for you. Your mother is ill and needs you now. Your father shoots you a stern glance. I'll deal with you later. Embla says nothing as your father grabs her by the arm and hauls her past you back to the house. She doesn't meet your eyes as you pass. Finding yourself back in the present, a chill has crept into your bones. You best move on. See, yep, and just out of spite now, I am going to uncover all of this so that I can say that there was, in fact, nothing. Okay. So there's that. Yippee. What was on the other side that we needed to go look at? I do not remember. Oh, it was the tavern or something. You went to the kitchen. A pair of scullions offer a hurried bow. It's also much quieter, emptier, and gloomier than you remember. Of course, old Magoa is no longer there where she used to be, sitting in the oven, kind, red-faced, and tending a shake of lamb. You remember the matronly woman as she sat humming to herself, pouring fat over the roasting meat. Child, come here with you. Magda was always a beacon of kindness in a childhood where such qualities were few and far between. Magda claps you gently with her tubby hand. Have you eaten yet? Before you can answer, she produces a small bundle of treats from her apron and hands it to you. As daughter to the Master at Arms for the Great House Baron, you did not go wanting. Materially, at least. Thank you. Magda looks at you with kind eyes as you pick at the bundle. He's here again down in the cellar. He's not so good, my child. Sleeping now, but it would be best if you got him to bed before his men see him like this again. The knot in your stomach is as real now as it was when you were 12. I'll go get him. Don't worry, he won't make a fuss. He just needs time. You know, Cosmic, deep wounds take a long while to heal. The old woman turns back to her meat and resumed her meandering humming. The sound of a man clearing his throat snaps you back to your reminiscing. May I help you, milady? The man in a chef's outfit offers a hoarse voice, as I said it in a very nice, calm voice. The chef offers a certain bow and a tired but sincere smile. I am Chef Armand of the humble kitchen is at your disposal, milady. Sadly, I was told of your arrival only minutes ago, and my oven must be fired up again. You must be famished. Indeed, I am. My suggestion is thusly. Whilst I stroke the fire, you run down to the pantry and fetch some cured ham and cheddar cheese. I will then teach you how to cook my renowned melting cheese sandwich, and you shall never want for an evening meal for as long as you live. Very well. Splendid. The pantry is west of the wine cellar, and the cheese is kept in the northernmost room. I return when you have the cured ham and cheddar, and I shall provide bread and instructions. Now venture forth into the underworld. Caden asked me to fetch him a bottle of brandy. That old wretch is too cowardly to come himself, so he sends you instead. The brandy will be the end of him, I say. Then again, who am I to deny the old fool his few pleasures? You'll find a crate of fine Grimoire brandy in the northeast corner of the wine cellar. Chef Armand wanders back and forth, tending the fire and keeping his kitchen tidy. He has the gait of a man who's been on his feet for far too many hours. Okay, so let's go find the cellar. Empty bottles litter the floor of this room. You chuckle to yourself as you imagine the kitchen staff and their wine tasting sessions, no doubt. Much revelry. I can speak. Has taken place here. Then a cool gust of air from the passage to the north. The wine cellar lies that way, and you can almost hear faint sobbing. Ghosts, no doubt. Oh yay. Oh yay, ghosts. What is all of this? Cured ham. I'm in the northwest corner right now, though. Cheddar. Okay. You're gripped by long hidden memory. Upon entering this part of the cellar, you sealed it away, but in so doing preserved its strength, and now it demands freedom. You can still recall smelling him before you could make out his writhing shape in the dim light of the cellar. Mistress Valeria, open the door. Your father doesn't even notice you in the throes of his intoxicated ramblings. How could they take her? Her chambers were locked from inside. Where is she? Try to shake some sense into him. Your father jolts upright, the bloodshot whites of his eyes glaring out of the darkness. We found her wandering the forest outside the estate. Mistress Valeria, help him stand. Haltingly and leaning heavily on you, your father manages to stand. She was never the same. Whatever happened broke her. It was the girl, you know. The seed was planted in Valeria that night, but how could you know? You were but a babe yourself. He helped lead the now sobbing man out of the cell. Stop it, father. Lord Cato trusted me, and I failed him, but Valeria was the one to pay the price. Mind broken in that spawn of a child. Your father's voice seethes with fury. Enough! Don't talk back to me, you bastard. What do you know about honor, as much as your harlot mother? Your father steps away from you, unsteadily, tears streaming down his contorted face. 3. I'm going to strike him. You draw a ragged breath and snap out of the memory. Your knuckles white, you're alone in the damp cellar, and you don't particularly feel like dwelling there. Brandy crates. Take that. Okay. So we got everything we need out of here. Now we're going to learn to cook. Chef Armand, okay, I have the ham and cheese. Perfect. First of all, here's some bread. Now, the cauldron is quite empty and just warm enough for you to use. Remember, you need both the bread, ham, and cheese to make the perfect sandwich. Now go, give it a try and bring me the results. I shall see if you have it in you. Oh, there's the cauldron. Okay. So he said bread and ham and cheese. Craft. Click. Exit. Did it. Present the sandwich for inspection. Armand wafts the scent of the grilled sandwich towards his nose. Ah, the crust of the bread, the softness of the cheese, the savoriness of the ham. Perfection. You shall indeed never again go hungry in the night. Thank you. for teaching me life skills. I appreciate it. Is there... Save? Expert. Okay. Yes, let's go see Kato. Yes, I remember the way. I suppose you do, but I'll escort you nonetheless. A flicker of a smile plays across her face as she beckons for you to lead the way. The opulence is faded. The shadows longer. Clearly, much has changed since the last time you were here. I didn't come here to reminisce. Flanking the doorway are the two marbled statues. The craftsmanship is stunning, but the sight of the two women depicted fills you with sadness. Examine them. Once you recognize immediately Valeria Baron, the mistress of the house. You remember her as a great ghost, absent and unwell. The other statue depicts the girl you once knew so well, Embla Baron, daughter of the house, and now a woman grown strong and clear-eyed. Her likeness has none of her mother's timidness. How fares Embla? Lyra's eyes flicker ever so slightly. You shouldn't hasten to the Master Baron. He's long been impatient to see you. Okay, fine. Yeah. What's over here? Something. I can't get to those, though. Kato Baron sits tall in a tasteful but modest reception room. He looks less imposing than you remember and a few more crow's feet. Nonetheless, he's lost none of his composure or air of casual authority. You take a seat across from a more formidable desk from him. This study, like the rest of the villa, is half-lit, giving a morose cast to its opulence. The older man's face creases into a tired but genuine smile, which momentarily lifts some of the room's oppressive mood. It's a mercy to see you again. Your own woman and in your prime, Kato says before a frown consumes his smile. It's just a shame our reunion is overshadowed by the fates of those we love, but perhaps together we can yet improve our collective circumstances. Why have you summoned me? Embla's missing. Kato's voice quivers momentarily, betraying his stoic features. Now I beg of you, Cosmic, help me find my daughter. Help her return home where she belongs. Why me? Is it not obvious? You've clearly grown to inherit your father's resourcefulness, and besides, Embla has trusted you since before either of you could speak. What's happened to her? She left without notice a week ago. From the scant clues we had, we believe she boarded a ship bound for one of the other outer isles, Idra. She went of her own free will. At the time, I thought little of it. Kato begins to glower. Since then, however, there have been reports. Grave ones. No one and no word has left Idra in days. Rumor has it even the Imperial Augurs are in the dark. I know not how this touches the fate of my daughter, but she must be returned to me one way or another. Any idea why she left? Something had been building in her for years. An aptitude of sorts, but I suspect you already knew. In any case, it's grown much stronger lately and drives her in ways I cannot understand. I suspect she's looking for answers. An aptitude. An aptitude of the worst kind. It does not spring from where canonical imperial praxis. Instead, it comes from somewhere else. It is the kind of empires does not suffer to exist. I hope it only answers that she seeks. Okay, what can I do? Hire mercenaries, travel to Idra, and begin your search in the port of Horn. From there, I trust you to do what needs to be done. Spare no cost. Just bring back my daughter. Mercenaries? Yes, if nothing else, the port will be dangerous enough. That is why I have summoned a Roland Greyet to me. A crude but effective sellsword that I've made good use of before. He shall accompany you on this task. Roland Greyeye. The man is a grizzled veteran. He may have slowed with age, but his experience is reliability more than make up for it. He's also much respected by similar men, and so will be instrumental in hiring a reliable crew. Take it into consideration. Cato shows you his upturned palms, beseeching. I know this thing I ask of you is fraught with danger, but this is your chance at improving your fortune, materially and in honor. What say you? Do it for Amblo. Cato smiles softly, visibly relieved, and for a moment he looks like the man you remember. Have you any final questions or matters to discuss? Time is, as I'm sure you appreciate, of the essence. Let's just get with it. Cato stands with poorly concealed effort. And Cosmic, you stand and meet his gaze. Return her to me. There is no other outcome of this affair. Shake my hand. Shake his hand and leave. There we go. That is how we ended up where we are today. Which is somewhere. Oh, there we go. I'm like feeling my way around here. Oh my god. Why? Oh. Slowly you drag yourself from the cold water onto the relative safety of solid rock. You try and fail to stagger forward as exhaustion washes over you in a great black wave. Oblivion takes you before you hit the rocky ground. You're awoken by the cacophonous cries of gulls circling you. Your body is a mass of pain and exhaustion covered in 1,000 cuts and scrapes. The large white birds gather around you in eager anticipation. What a magnificent feast your bloated corpse would make. Not today. Minutes or perhaps hours pass as you lay unmoving, trying desperately to will some warmth back into your body. Finally, you manage to force your eyes open. By some miracle, you are not only alive, but you find yourself in the shores of the cursed island of Idra. Strewn around you is the wreckage of the Zephyr. You see no other survivors. Lest you find equipment and companions soon, you may have cheated death in vain. Character is critically injured. This means that you have taken enough damage to reduce both your vitality and wounds. Green bar under your character's portrait represents your vitality score. The vitality is a buffer to your wounds. As long as you have vitality left, you won't take serious wound damage. Vitality is easily lost and easily regained. Potions and healing magic restore vitality. Second, purple bar represents your wounds. Losing wound is much more serious than losing vitality. Reaching 0 wounds means your character falls unconscious. Wounds can also only be recovered by resting or leveling up. Whenever you take wound damage, you gain an injury condition, as indicated by the icon on the portrait. Injuries confer serious penalties to your character. Okay, so we could make camp and rest for now. This is the camp screen. Use it to feed the party. Okay. I don't have anything right now to feed, so that's fine. You can rest. All right. I think we're going to save there, and that is putting us at about the 53-minute mark. So we've gotten through quite a bit here. And if you haven't figured out, this is very narrative heavy, but I'm really digging it. And so something I didn't read until I had started recording. So this is also like kind of Lovecraftian. So like these look almost like the creatures in, oh, what was the book? I want to say Waterdeep. I know that's wrong because it's D&D. But yes, I mean, these look like Lovecraftian characters, like or enemies or monsters. So it's really interesting. I enjoyed my time with this. If you liked what you saw, once again, the link is, the game is, you can find it by following the link in the description. And until next time, take care.